Hey guys, how's it going? Tyler here from NT Auto Reviews, and today we're going to be taking a look at the all-new 2017 Buick LaCrosse in the premium trim level. Now this is a really nice redesign from the previous LaCrosse. Before we get started, I'd like to give a giant thanks out to Ingersoll Buick GMC in Watertown, Connecticut for allowing me to take a look at the car in today's video. If you are interested in purchasing any Buick or GMC, give them a call, stop by, or check out their inventory online. All of their contact information can be found in the description box. Now, I was lucky enough to find the previous generation LaCrosse, and this is it here. Now you notice that the older LaCrosses, it just looks bigger and more bulky, but the new one is really nice and sleek, lower to the ground, lower in height, and it also looks longer. It's got some really nice character lines along the side too. So here's a list of the options that this car does have. Now the 2017 LaCrosse does come in 10 different color options. This one called the Quicksilver Metallic. Now this LaCrosse is front-wheel drive. You can get all-wheel drive as an option, a $3,000 option on the premium trim level. But as I said earlier, this one is front-wheel drive. Okay, so now let's go ahead and start getting into detail up here on the front. So starting off with your headlights, you have an HID projector bulb used for both your high and low beams. You also have LED turn signals and LED daytime running lights. Now down here you have your parking sensors. And you also have side sensors for your automatic parking assist, which is an option. We will get into that later. But down here you have some really nice high gloss and chrome accents, and you also have a projector fog light as well. Now really nice grille for the 2017 LaCrosse. You have a combination of high gloss and chrome, and you also have the tri-shields for the Buick emblem, and you do have your radar for the adaptive cruise control behind the emblem. So up here our hood has some really nice creases to go along with the grille there, and over on the side we have our standard wheel choice for the premium trim level, and they are 18-inch machine finished alloy or aluminum wheels rather, and 20-inch wheels are an option. You also have ventilated disc brakes in there. You have 5 lugs, and you have the alloy color popping out, and then you have some gray pockets in there as well, looking really nice. And your tire measures 235/50. So yeah, the nice signature Buick air inlets there. They're not functional, but they do look really nice. And coming along the side, your wheelbase stands at 114.4 inches. So really nice looking mirrors here with your turn signals. And you have a really nice thin sort of looking shape for your windows there. Makes it have a nice chopped look. So really nice door handles here with your body color here and then your chrome. Also you have your smart key entry system, which I will show earlier. And a very nice big chrome strip going all the way to the bottom. Or all the way along the bottom rather. You have your nice body lines like you saw earlier. Here's your window sticker. You can go ahead and pause it whenever you like. And nice high gloss for your B-pillars there. And coming along the back, you have some really nicely restyled tail lamps. They are LED. And you also have all of your parking sensors for the rear bumper as well. Your Buick emblem there. And you also have these chrome exhaust tips at the bottom. and your backup camera, which is nicely centered. You also have your shark fin antenna up there. And the trunk lid comes to a nice shape, almost sort of like a spoiler shape. Makes it look really nice. So now let's go ahead and take a look under the hood. So under the hood we find the only engine choice available for the 2017 LaCrosse, and that is of course the flawless GM 3.6 liter V6. And in this case it produces 310 horsepower at 6,800 RPM and 282 pound-feet of torque at 5,200 RPM. So it has this nice felt up here to keep the engine insulated. And keep in mind that your hood latch is over here, not in the center like normal. But overall, a really flawless power plant, the new GM 3.6s. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a look at the interior, but not before showing off the smart key access system like I showed you earlier. So how this system works is, for instance, this car is unlocked now, but by having the key fob in your pocket, you can lock the car by pressing this button. Now all the doors are locked, but if you want to get back in, press the button again, the driver door unlocks, and press it again, the rest of the door unlocks. So pretty convenient system there. But just make sure you have your key fob within the proximity of the vehicle before you try to do that. Now this interior color is called Ebony, and it's one of 3 interior color options. So you have this really nice stitching going all the way across the door, up there and down here as well. You have some nice metallic accents, really nice dark grain wood. You have some metallic handles there. Your lock-unlock buttons are there as well. Very nicely padded up and around where your arm's going to be. Some nice storage trays down below and a bottle holder. You also have your front and rear window controls. Your back windows are automatic down, and your front windows are automatic up and down. So you also have your mirror controls right here. Over here you have your 2-person memory and your easy exit system. So now what your easy exit system is, when you press that button, it will allow for an easy exit. It will tilt the steering wheel all the way upwards and the seat back for an easy exit, hence the name. Back down here you have your trunk release, and you have one of 11 speakers for your Bose audio system. So checking out the left of the dash, we have all of our lighting controls up here. You have a gauge dimmer, your automatic light controls, and your fog lights over here. You also have your parking brake right here, all of your heads-up display settings, which we will get into a little bit later. You have your hood release like we saw earlier, your dead pedal over here, and your gas and brake pedal of course. And down here, this car comes with the floor mats, but they are not in the vehicle right now. But you see we have these buttons here so the floor mats won't slide around once they're in place. Now up here we have a full powered tilt and telescoping steering wheel, so it's used via this button right here, and it'll go up, down, in and out, powered. Really cool feature there. So down here we have these really nice 8-way powered seats, and you also have 4-way lumbar. And get this, you even have a massage function. Yep. And these seats are really nice quality, really nice leather, very comfortable. You have perforations in the middle. You also have stitching. Headrests look really nice. And again, this is the ebony color. And it's really cool to know that you can get this car for as low as $42,000 and you have massaged seats. So now let's go ahead and climb in, get out from the wind, and check out the rest of the interior. Okay, so I have the key fob for the car, and it's the really nice new key fob that Buick's starting to use. You'll see this key fob on the Envision as well, and if you'd like to see a video of the Envision, check my channel. So up here we have a lock, your unlock button rather, and your lock button is the Buick emblem right there. You also have a trunk release, a remote start, and a panic alarm. So all you need to do to start this new LaCrosse is make sure your foot's on the brake, keys on the interior, and you press the engine start stop button there. And it starts right up for us. Okay, so since the vehicle's fuel is low, I'm going to keep it off but the power on. So we're going to start here on the steering wheel. So really nice leather wrapped steering wheel. It is heated as well. So you have the nice Buick emblem on the airbag cover there. And then over here you have all your adaptive cruise control settings right here. You have your plus and minus for your speed. You also have your voice commands button and your hang up for your Bluetooth telephone. And here's your button for the heated steering wheel right there. Coming across the other side, we have all of our various media settings. So you have our up down for your different radio stations. Then you also have this button here, which will change between the menus on your LCD display up there on your speedometer. And you also have a plus and minus for your audio volume. So behind the steering wheel, you have your high beams and your blinker controls as well. And you also have paddle shifters back here, so that's pretty cool. Plus and minus right there. And over here you also have your wiper controls. So up here are your gauges. Over here you'll have your RPM gauge, and over there you will have your temperature and your fuel gauge. Those are all analog gauges, but the three gauges in the middle, your battery voltage and your temperature, are all LCD gauges, which is pretty cool, as well as your speedometer. Now you do have various information that you can go through in there. You can have a little navigation map. You can also change between a sports speedometer or a more traditional sort of a digital readout there. So now up here you have some really nice materials. The dash is really shaped very nicely. And you also have your heads-up display up there. So up here we have a really nice Buick Intellilink System, and it's very nicely integrated with the air vents, and it's surrounded in chrome. Looks very nice. And if you're familiar with Chevy system or GMC system or even the Cadillac Q system, you'll be familiar with this. It's a very easy system to get used to, so I'm just going to go through some of the features on this screen here. So this is your audio screen right here. You have all your presets down here. You even have your tune, your radio, and always up here you'll have some shortcuts so you don't have to keep going back to the home screen. So up here you have your phone screen. Once you pair a device, all your contacts will come up here and you can start making calls. Projection is for Apple CarPlay as well as Android Auto. Now here's your navigation screen. So going back to the home screen, we have all our settings. Now I'm just going to scroll down through the settings and you can go ahead and pause the video. So again, you can really customize the screen to your liking. We have weather, which is a really cool feature there. Your text, which will work as soon as you pair your phone up. You also have traffic, which is very useful. Okay, so below the screen you have all of your sort of redundant buttons, or your physical buttons. So you have your home button, your skip, your volume, and your on and off for your radio, and you also have a back button. Over here you have your four-way hazard lights. And down here you have your very easy to use climate control system. So it's an automatic climate control. You have your 3-stage heated and ventilated seats. Very, very functional here in the cold today. You also have your fan speed over here, your on-off. your front and rear defrost, and as well as your passenger heat and cooled controls. And you also have your recycling air there. So down here we have your traction control off button, parallel parking assist, as well as your parking sensors off, and I believe this is your lane keeping assist rather. So coming down here, you have some really nice wood and a couple of cup holders underneath here. And here's our new gear selector for some of the GM products. I've noticed it in the Cadillac XT5 as well. But how this works is, obviously you have to have the car on, but you press the unlock and you can go down into drive, and then down even more into your manual mode. And you can press the P up here for park. Going up is a neutral, and then going up into neutral and over is for reverse. So it's definitely a different system that you're going to have to get used to, but it does work very well. You have a little storage tray right here, and you have a little pocket right here, maybe to put your phone or whatever you want in there. And then over here you have a nice storage area. Put whatever you need in there. You have 2 USB inlets, an auxiliary, and a 12-volt power outlet in there. So coming along the dash, you could really see how nice this wood grain is. It definitely looks really premium, and it's a really nice dark wood as well. So making our way up towards the top, you have our mirror. Up here you have all of your emergency controls here, OnStar, SOS, and you also have your sunshade controls for the back. So pretty cool. And that is part of your shade package. And you also have your shade for your panoramic sunroof there. You can stop it wherever you like. I'm not going to open it because it is getting pretty cold today, but it's a very nice panoramic roof there. It's not overly big, but it definitely gives you some airy feel in here. So up here you have your visors with a mirror, and you have some lights there as well. And the visors do extend out to over here to block the sun. So I'm very, very impressed at the interior of this new LaCrosse. It feels more Cadillac-like than Buick, to be honest. Really, really nice design for this car. So now let's go ahead and check out the rear quarter of this car. So the Smart Key access system carries the rear door handles as well. And back here you have plenty of room. And you have all the luxuries that the front passenger did on their door. You have the very nice comforted rear pad here. You also have your wood and your metallic accents. Your window control, you even have a speaker back here on the door and a little storage place. Alright, so I'll climb in really quick and show you how much room I have here. So keep in mind that I am about 5'10", and I have this much space, so amazing amount of space back here. And it's a really airy feeling back here. It feels like a big car. You feel like you have a lot of room to spread out. This car would be very comfortable on long trips. So back here you even have a couple of air vents. You have a 12-volt power outlet right there, and a regular household plug there as well, so you can bring your laptops along and charge them. You have a little mat pocket on the back of the seats. And it's very, very comfortable back here. I can't stress that enough. Now back here you have a couple of cup holders, and on the premium trim level you have a storage back here. You also have your ISOFIX seats there for your child seats. Really nice view back here for the panoramic moonroof. You have LED lighting back here, a handle and a coat hook. So now let's go ahead and check out the front passenger space. So I apologize for the wind noise, but not really much I can do about that. So the front passenger door is much like the driver's door. You have your lock, unlock, your window controls, you have a speaker, some storage, and your nice soft place here to put your arm. You have your wood and your metallic accents. And up here, you have your massage function again for the passenger, and you also have your 8-way power adjustments and your 4-way lumbar. So again, really nice seats. I like these seats a lot. So checking out the glove box, you have a nice wide storage and it's lined in felt. You have some illumination in here, as well as a storage shelf. You have some nice stitching coming along the top of the glove box, and you also have storage underneath the gear shifter there, because it is an electronic gear shifter, and you also have a 12-volt power outlet there. So now let's go ahead and check out the trunk. So you can open the trunk a few different ways, via the button on the driver door, the button on the key fob, or by simply pressing the Buick emblem there on the trunk. Now you have a really good amount of space back here. Keep in mind the seats do fold down 60-40 split, and you have your battery back here, and you also have a spare tire under here as well, and you can utilize some of that space for storage as well. Now in this bag here you have a cargo net and your carpeted floor mat. You also have levers up here at the top of the trunk that you can pull, and the seats will fold down for you. So gas mileage for the 2017 Buick LaCrosse front wheel drive comes in at 21 city and 31 on the highway. Really good gas mileage for a car of this size. Now you could imagine that the all-wheel drive version will get a little bit less fuel mileage. So to end the video, thank you guys so very much for watching, and make sure you stay tuned for future reviews.